The BRICS countries are making big changes in how money moves around the world. They're creating a new payment system that could challenge the way things have been done for years. This new system might make it harder for Western countries to control global money. Recently, BRICS has grown to include new members like Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, and the UAE. However, they've now decided to pause adding more members. Let's look at what BRICS is planning and why it's making some countries nervous. For a long time, most countries have used a system called SWIFT to send money around the world. SWIFT is controlled by Western countries, especially the United States. But now, BRICS is making a new system that could change everything. The big news is that 159 out of 195 countries in the world are ready to use this new BRICS system when it's ready. This is shocking because people didn't think so many countries would want to change from SWIFT. The new BRICS system will let countries trade without using US dollars. This is important because right now, most international trade uses dollars. By not using dollars, countries can be more independent from US control. Russia's central bank leader, Elvira Nabiullina, says this new system will be an alternative to SWIFT. She mentions that other countries already have similar systems, so it's not impossible to replace SWIFT. Victoria Panova, who's in charge of Russia's BRICS leadership, says making this new payment system is very important for BRICS. They want to make trade between BRICS countries easier and more independent. Iran, which has faced strict rules about using the global money system, is also getting involved. They're suggesting that all BRICS countries connect their payment systems. This could make it even easier for these countries to trade with each other. The new BRICS system is being called the BRICS Bridge. It will let countries use their own money instead of dollars when they trade. This could be a big problem for the US dollar and SWIFT. Right now, SWIFT connects over 11,000 banks in 195 countries. It handles about 42 million messages every day, moving trillions of dollars around the world. The US dollar is used in about 88% of all international money exchanges. This control over money gives Western countries, especially the US, a lot of power. They can stop countries from using SWIFT if they don't like what those countries are doing. This is called putting on sanctions, and it can really hurt a country's ability to trade. For example, when Russia took over part of Ukraine in 2014 and then invaded in 2022, Western countries stopped some Russian banks from using SWIFT. This made it very hard for Russia to do business with other countries. That's why BRICS countries are working on their own system. They want to be able to trade even if Western countries try to stop them. BRICS is already a big group. They have about 41% of the world's people and make about 37.3% of the world's money. Some BRICS countries are already starting to trade using their own money instead of dollars. Russia even made its own system called SPFs after the 2014 sanctions. If many countries start using the BRICS system, it could make it harder for Western countries to use sanctions to control others. Countries could trade without worrying about being cut off from SWIFT. This change could also be bad for the US economy. Right now, because so many countries use dollars, the US can borrow a lot of money. If fewer countries use dollars, it might be harder for the US to borrow money and could make the dollar worth less. As more countries join BRICS or use their system, BRICS could become more powerful in the world economy. This could change the balance of power in the world, with the US and Western countries having less control over global money. The BRICS payment system isn't just for BRICS countries. Many other countries, even some that are friends with Western countries, might want to use it. This shows that countries want more choices in how they handle international money. It's not clear yet which 159 countries are interested in the BRICS system. But the fact that so many are interested shows that many countries want to change from the current system. Recently, BRICS has grown bigger. They added new members like Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, and the UAE at the start of 2024. Saudi Arabia was invited to join but hasn't made it official yet. Many people thought BRICS would keep growing, with over 40 countries wanting to join. But in a surprise move, BRICS has decided to stop adding new members for now. This was announced by Russia, who is leading BRICS this year. They say they need time to get used to the new members they just added. Some people in Western countries think this means BRICS is weak and might fall apart. But that's not true. BRICS countries are different from each other, but that's what makes them special. They want to show that countries can work together even if they're not the same. Sergei Lavrov, Russia's foreign minister, explained that BRICS is working on a new way to add members. They want to have different levels of membership. Countries can start as partners and then become full members later. This way, BRICS can grow carefully and make sure new members fit in well. BRICS is taking this time to focus on three main things: helping countries grow, keeping people safe, and making the economy better. They're also working on using their own money for trade instead of dollars. This pause in adding new members is actually a smart move. It gives BRICS time to: Number 1. Sort out any problems between current members, like disagreements between China and India. Number 2. Set up new ways of working together, like a BRICS parliament. Number 3. Decide what kind of countries they want as partners. Number 4. Watch what happens in places like the Middle East and Ukraine, which could affect world politics. By taking this time, BRICS can become stronger and better organized. He can make sure that when they do add new members, everyone agrees and works well together. Many countries are still very interested in joining BRICS. They see it as a way to have more power in the world and not just follow what Western countries say. BRICS wants to create a world where many different countries have power, not just a few. The BRICS countries are talking to each other about how to make their new money system work. They're including the new countries that have joined recently. This shows that they're serious about making a real alternative to SWIFT. If this new system works, it could change how countries trade with each other. It might make it easier for countries to use their own money in international trade, instead of always having to use dollars. This pause in growth doesn't mean BRICS is giving up. Instead, it shows they're being careful and smart about how they grow. They want to make sure they stay strong and united as they get bigger. The world is changing fast, and BRICS wants to be ready for these changes. By taking time to get organized now, they can be stronger in the future. This could help them achieve their goal of creating a world where many different countries have a say in how things work. The BRICS group is at a turning point. Their new payment system could change how money moves around the world, making Western countries less powerful in controlling global trade. At the same time, they're being careful about how they grow. By pausing to organize themselves better, BRICS is preparing for a bigger role in the world. As they continue to develop their plans, it will be important to watch how this affects global trade and the balance of power between countries. What do you guys think about the BRICS nations? Do you ever think the BRICS can take on the G7 power? Please leave your comment in below. We would love to hear what you think.